Jake was probably the most famous patient we'll ever have here. Jake had developed a tumor of one of his toes, which upon biopsy was demonstrated to be a melanoma, a form of cancer that occurs in people and in dogs, and that form has had a poor prognosis, with most animals and people succumbing to it after just 6 months.
I knew the moment that we got the biopsy report back that there was trouble in the water, and that's when we took the chest x-ray films that showed us that our worst fears had come true. Malignant melanoma had spread and there was a tumor in his chest.
So we did a little bit of research and we identified a clinical trial that was underway at a cancer center in New York City. Well, these films very dramatically illustrate how medical treatment can be so successful. The film on the right, which shows his spine, his breastbone, and his heart, and you can see his airway running through there. It also shows this mass right in front of the heart, and this mass is triangular and it's fairly large, and you can see after the vaccine was given to Jake that the mass in the front of his heart is much smaller, less than half the size. It never went away completely, but we also didn't get any other masses, and the dog lived on 7 times longer than any other dog had ever lived with this diagnosis.
Dr. Goldman took great care of Jake, and it was a long adventure, 1,929 days, that we monitored whether or not he would ever succumb to malignant melanoma, which in fact he didn't. When he did pass away, it was from a secondary form of cancer, but it was not malignant melanoma.
This research was started in mice, and so the connection to basic scientific research involving research animals is very clear. Without that research having been done, Jake would never have lived that long, and perhaps significant to some, this vaccine, which is now being used in people, would not be available for those people. And so that's someone's mother, someone's son, who is alive today, all because of science that was done on animal models.